All right, so last day with my 2016 Ford F-150 XLT. It's been a good run, definitely gonna miss it. Great truck. This one's got the 6-inch rough country lift, fuel, wheels, Toyo open country 35-inch tires. Everything else pretty much stock, mechanically perfect. Had the Raptor grille and bumper put on there. Man, I love this thing. Yeah, so 2016, we've owned it for, what is that, going on 8 years now. By the way, look at that background. Look at the trees. Gorgeous weather today. Sorry. Great truck. I mean, this is the V6 twin turbo supercharged, or not supercharged, but just twin turbo. What is that, regular charge? I don't know. 325 or something horsepower, 300 something torque. Power was never an issue. I mean, this thing, when you put your foot down, it goes. Very spacious, did everything I wanted it to. A lot of room, 5.5 foot bed. You can see, super spacious. Carry a ton of people, and basically everything you want to put in there, it'll take it. And look how clean that is. Really a jack of all trades. Look at that leather, custom leather. Boom. Let me show you the driver's seat. Look at that. Look at that. There's the back again. Front. Man. Seats too. Look how clean that is. Yeah, just downsizing. It's a big truck. Hard to get around if you're in a big city. Selling it tomorrow. Oh yeah. Also LEDs, high beam, low beam, fog lights. Here's the fuel. Wheels. Really just doing this for memory's sake. Like I said, gonna miss this thing. There's a little tow hitch that I put on there. Onto a smaller car. But yeah, I loved driving this thing. If you take into account, yes, it's gonna have a lower mileage. I don't know, maybe we were getting somewhere between maybe 15, 16 to 18. I mean, it wasn't horrible, right? But definitely not ideal either. So, but mileage was never an issue. To fill it up with 89, you probably just at, if not a little under 40 at this time. It's just a little big, you know. It's got the 6-inch lift, kind of cumbersome to get around. Doesn't take potholes too well. I don't know if that's the mudding tires. Maybe highway tires do a little bit better, or maybe it's because the stock suspension is not the greatest. But yeah, I didn't enjoy, or my back didn't enjoy some of the beating and the potholes. Of course, I don't know where my tax dollars are going, if not for some of these potholes, but that's a different subject. And overall, pleasant experience. Pleasant experience. Look at that inside again. Man, that leather. Ultimately, here's why I decided to sell it. I decided to sell it because it's now at a 95,000 miles. 95,000 miles. So upwards from here, I don't know that I want to be keeping on top of things for upkeep. These tires, if I do want to proceed with Toyo Open Country, they're about $500–600 a pop, including installation, so mounting and balance. And so yeah, you're looking at upwards of $2,000 just for some new rubber. And the thread does wear pretty fast because they're mudding tires. And I'm realizing I probably don't want to spend $2,000 per tire change. That's one thing. And who knows, you know, once it passes 100,000 miles, some of the maintenance that's going to have to be done to this truck. Like I said, it's never towed anything. It's lived a good life. I'm happy to see it go. I think where I'm at, I want to hop into something with lower mileage just for sake of mind. But very clean truck. The next owner is going to love this thing, and I can tell they have all kinds of plans already scoped out for it. So very excited. Yeah, if I had to do this again, I would probably not do a 6-inch rough country lift. Maybe go with a slightly lower lift or a different brand that, or just pair it with better suspension, shock absorbers. I don't know what exactly is the component needed to better the suspension experience, but do that, and that would be a start. And then of course maybe not do the size for wheels and tires that I went with. Probably add a truck bed cover. People say that it helps on the mileage. I don't know if it's true, but I also don't like a lot of nasty stuff and trash and stuff going back there, so probably add that. Other than that, yeah, wouldn't do too much else. You know, if I had to option it out or buy it from brand new, you know, this is the XLT 302A package. I'd probably go with a Lariat or a higher trim from the get-go, because adding the leather was, I think, was a couple thousand, or one above 1,000 at least, for labor and parts. Having said that, this is not your everyday leather. This is a lot of custom hand-stitched parts coming in here. But can't help but think if I had just gone with a higher trim to begin with, it would have come with some of these options anyways. So I guess just depending on who you are, what your tastes are, that's going to depend. But that would be an option for me in the future. It's also got the bench seat in the middle, which is not so common these days. It was crucial for me, and it was a great feature to have in this truck. Whether I'll have it again, we'll see. But I think it's definitely cool. Touch screen does not have Apple Play, although it can be upgraded. So upgrading that feature as well. Of course, has backup camera. But yeah, also, and finally, this thing takes a lot of rock chips. I don't know if it's because of tire, but I've had to do some paint correction to fix those rock chips and replace the windshield with factory Ford windshield. So anyways, that's for another video too, my ranting on rock chips. Yeah, it was good having you, bud.